Alright guys, so today we're going to talk about the hovercraft. We're going to go over what the best loadout is for it, some driving tips to help you dominate on the battlefield. This vehicle is very noob friendly, so people that are usually infantry based and they kind of want to get into vehicles, maybe they're tired of getting killed by vehicles and they kind of want to dabble in it. This is the perfect vehicle to start doing that in. It's very easy to get, you don't have to wait very long to spawn one up or to spawn inside of one. The only downside that I would say to the hovercraft is that it is best to roll with somebody in this thing, just because when they're in the turret, they don't have as much visibility. So if you're driving, it's always good to be calling out where people are at. It'll help them get kills a lot easier. But I mean, if you don't have anybody and you want to just drive this thing around, just getting any blueberry to hop in, they'll still be able to get kills, especially if you're using this loadout that I'm using right here. And the key to this loadout is equipping the 40mm grenade launcher. It's got a ton of splash damage. It replenishes its ammo fairly fast. The one thing I would say though, if you are the gunner, kind of wait until you get a little bit closer to people. Try not to shoot when you're real far away, because then once you drive up to them, now you're reloading if you weren't able to kill them. As you can see here, another bonus to this hovercraft is it's kind of stealthy. So those guys had no idea that I was driving up on them like that. It was a tight fit, but we got it in there. So now that's the offensive side of using the hovercraft, which is the easy part. So now the harder part is the defensive side and staying alive. The three things you want to watch out for the most is tanks, C4, and choppers. So you see here we got 2 tanks, so I'm done trying to get kills over here. The first thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get out of dodge, so I'm hitting those boosters. I'm trying to, move around and get some cover, get rid of that line of sight that they have on me. Boosters and smoke are your friend. Always look to see when you got your smoke back. And try to pretty much just be unpredictable. The tanks aren't as fast as you. They can't turn around as fast. So right here, I look at my radar and I see that they're coming up right there on the top left. So right when they go by, I sneak right past them. Just like GTA, going to do a pay and spray, coming out, they have no idea what happened. I'm always trying to pay attention to where the tanks are at on the map, where the choppers are at on the map. For example, if I see choppers flying over A and B, I'm gonna go patrol C and D, just to kind of stay away from them as much as I can. If you see a tank driving up on the same street as you want to veer left, veer right, just get the heck out of there. Your goal pretty much is to take out LATV4s, you're gonna take out infantry, and then just don't even worry about hovercrafts. I see a lot of hovercrafts shoot me when I'm in a hovercraft and it does nothing, especially the turrets. Even the grenade launchers do very little damage. I think just tow missiles are the only thing that could hurt you with the hovercrafts, but I haven't even seen someone equip one yet, so I'm not really worried about that. We'll see what happens when people will start leveling these things up more. So here's a little bit of clips of what it's like in the actual gunner seat. There's a little bit of a bullet drop to them, but for the most part, they got a pretty good splash damage. Just try to save your bullets for when you're as close as possible. Oh, and before I forget, a little trick to get more road kills in this thing is before you get to the guy you want to hit, you take the turn a little early, you hold the handbrake, which is B on Xbox, so that you slide the side of the hovercraft into him because you have that larger surface area on the side, and it just makes it a little easier to hit him. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about defense against choppers. So helicopters can definitely be a nuisance to you if you're in a hovercraft, especially if they're a really good pilot. I mean, if they're a badass pilot, then you better hope you got some allies in the skies to help get them off you, because that's going to be a rough one. But for the average chopper pilot, most of the time, it's pretty easy to get away from them. And what you do is, so I got one shooting me right here. What you want to do is you want to hit the emergency brake as you take your turn. I messed that one up right there, so he got some more shots on me. But you want to do a U-turn to where they have to try to flip around as well. You hit the boosters after your U-turn. You hit smokes if he's locking onto you again, and you hit the quick repair to get your speed back if you've been hit. So again, I swing that U-turn, hitting the E-brake, I hit the boosts, I see a guy right there with rockets, so I'm popping smoke, and I've been hit there, I'm about half health, so I hit the quick repair to get my speed back, and then pretty much you just boost as hard as you can. If you see any turns you're able to take, maybe to get them off you, then maybe do that. I'm on fire here, but just remember it's not over till it's over when you're in a hovercraft, because you got the speed to your advantage, and this thing heals up really fast. Just bounce out of the fight, get your health back, and live to fight another fight, come back in there, and do it all over again. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the loadout real quick. Okay, so now for the loadout, not much going on here. You just need to unlock a couple things. So the thermal smoke package, this is what you'll be using when you get locked on, or you get hit and you need to get out of dodge. and it helps you not get locked on as easily. Repair system, this is what you'll be using whenever you do get hit and you need to get your speed back. Now the weapon station, so this is for the gunner seat. You want to be going 40mm grenade launcher. Unlock this as soon as you can. This is the moneymaker. Minigun and tow missile are both trash. I wouldn't even worry about those two. And then the third and fourth seats only have light machine guns available. So I think that'll do it for this one. If you guys found this video helpful at all, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.